I am very excited to have my next guest join us. She's a very talented singer and songwriter whose latest album is called Lively Premonition. The lovely and talented Jordana.
Yeah.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. Thanks for being here. Thanks so much for your time.
Yeah, thank you.
I hope that was a satisfactory introduction.
Yeah, it was great. It was
Okay.
great, yeah.
It's hard not to avoid an album title like that, Lively Premonition, as opposed
The pause, yeah.
right, as opposed to
That's
Deadly.
good, yeah.
But anyway, how are you? We'll get to the album talk in a moment here. But how are you?
Can I swear? I can't.
Sure, why not?
I'm fucking tired. I'm tired. But like, it's fun. I mean, it's tour life.
Yeah.
You know? Tour life, baby.
This isn't your first rodeo, so
No, it's
are you
not.
not
It's
conditioned
not.
for this?
I was like, well, the very beginning of tour was like hard because we were all sick. Like we were all super sick. We all got the flu. Didn't get the shot. I should have gotten the flu shot, but I didn't because I was just like sick on and off all through January.
It wasn't this crazy norovirus thing.
No,
that was going around, right?
it was the influenza type A.
Oh wow.
Yeah, felt just as bad as COVID. It was like crazy.
You've had COVID too.
Yeah, I have once.
Which variant?
As far as I know, it was in 2021.
Oh, so you got the
like OG.
like the beta
Like
or
here.
Omicron or something like that.
Yeah.
I got Omicron.
Really?
Yeah. And I will say it out loud in front of everyone here. I got it because I went to a Jack Harlow show out of all
Are you
things.
serious?
Yes. My
Sounds
friends,
like the place to catch that.
right? My friends were like, it'll be okay. We got our shots. It'll be fine.
Oh no.
And, it was when the Omicron thing was starting to get crazy. And boom, 3 days after the show.
No way.
Bedridden.
Yeah,
and
it's
all
so quick.
Yeah. If anything that we've taken away from the last 5 years, it's about self-care, mental health,
Yeah.
and check in on your friends,
Yeah, let's keep it that way.
right?
Yeah.
I'm going to keep up with you now after this. I don't want you,
How is the city?
right? How are
How
the
is
donuts?
it?
How are the donuts in each city?
Ooh.
Please,
Donuts.
please,
Vegan donuts.
yes, please. We were chatting off camera about your snack that you had prior.
My Pop-Tart. It was like a Pop-Tart kind of.
Oh,
From.
you made it sound like some voodoo donuts somewhere from Portland.
I love voodoo. I love voodoo donuts. I actually had that a few days ago in Austin.
Okay.
Yeah, they got like maple cream.
Mm-hmm.
They have a whole like shelf of vegan donuts.
They have so many great ones, and I don't even know the names of them, but I just know that like there's a purple one, there's a chocolatey one.
They got like a Cookie Monster one, I think.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's so good. I love sweets.
And this is why you get sick so easily.
Yeah. Well, I was saying I was thinking to myself I was like, oh well, you totally would catch it at Jack Harlow, and then I was just like, well, I have no room to talk because I got J&J. You know?
So great. After this, I'm going to tell people I got sick at a Jordana show now. All the J names went from Jack to Jordana.
Yeah.
This tour is going pretty well from what I see and what I
it's going
hear.
great.
Supporting the new material.
It's crazy. Every night I was like, we'll do the encore. We'll do like, my top songs are all like TV Girls songs, the collab. And it felt like with the last set that we did that people were kind of just like only there for that.
Right.
Like I mean, that's not a problem.
I was going to say, that's good and bad, right?
Yeah. I mean, like, I forced them to stay till the end. You know what I mean?
Of course you
like,
do.
I'm gonna,
You have to.
That's the secret. Everyone, that's what your favorite artists are doing.
That's what they all do, yeah.
And, because I didn't really like, I don't know. Or maybe it was just like a personal thought of mine, that being people only come for that. But I'm noticing a lot more that people are like actually singing almost every word, like
other songs.
A lot of the songs that are on this record, and like they seem really excited about it. And I was like, at the beginning of the tour, just kind of heckling the crowd and just being like, now we're getting into the real reason why you're here. Like at the end of the set, and just being like, yeah, just saying stuff like that. But
That's not to be
like
too.
as I went like along with the tour, it was like I was noticing a lot more. I can't really hear with my in-ears in, like mainly most of the time, but I just like would look around and see people like singing the words to me, to like, yeah, they're not the TV Girl songs, so
Yeah.
that's pretty cool. I mean, I love the TV Girl stuff. I love some of my music.
I would hope so.
Some of my, yeah.
I mean, for people that are still getting to know you, you had some really great collaboration, material that you had with TV Girl, this band that also recently started to get into the forefront because of
Yeah.
TikTok and all these things. And the same, I think, for these collaborations, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's not to be dismissed
Yeah.
at the same time. And I think a lot of artists have been trying to grapple with how they are known. Like Biba Doobie, for example, she was featured in, that song with Pao Fu,
Right.
called Deathbed.
Yeah.
Right? And people are like, people only know me for that one song, but
Yeah.
that's a good thing that at least people know who you are.
Yeah.
Right? And
I had heard I don't know who said it, but there was like a quote about that. Just like be grateful for people just even knowing like what song that is.
right,
You know?
right.
Which, yeah.
Did you talk to the guys of TV Girl just to see how they handled their own individual exposure? Because they were on a ride themselves.
They're old men. They don't give a
Older and wiser. Older and wiser.
They don't care. But like, I don't know. I feel like our experiences are super different, so I don't really ask about that. I just kind of observe and just go with it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's a good thing. At least people are, put it this way, you hook them in, and then you're like, and see what else I got going on?
Yeah.
And it's a good thing because this album is just so good.
Thank you.
One of my favorites of last year.
Oh, thank you.
As soon as I heard Raver Girl and We Get By and all the other songs,
thank you.
I was like, wow. This is, by the way, my mother loves this album as well.
Really?
And it's not to be ignored, the fact that some of the vibes and inspo does come from the 70s California type of sounds.
Somebody came up to me in Phoenix and was like, "Oh, my 60-something-year-old dad loves this record."
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's what I want. People from all age ranges, and I'm just like getting the sort of like validation of like people who actually lived in that time. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. You know what I mean? But
growing up in Maryland, did you have any exposure to these type of records like the Eagles, Fleetwood Mac, and some of the sounds that you're kind of influenced or inspired by?
honestly, not a lot. The Carpenters for sure, but not. It wasn't like I don't know. My mom like introduced me to Death Cab, like indie bands, and I was into like Coldplay, and I got into Radiohead after Coldplay.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's cool.
People are gonna hate me for that.
No, it doesn't matter when, as long as you know who they are.
Oh yeah.
Which album is your favorite?
Coldplay?
No, Radiohead.
Oh, In Rainbow.
Or both.
Duh.
What's your favorite Coldplay album?
See, it changes a lot.
Today? What is it today?
Probably A Rush of Blood to the Head.
Really?
Yeah. I cried when I got that for Christmas.
I love. I'm right there with you, as well as Parachutes.
Oh my God, yeah. I would say Parachutes.
Yeah.
But sometimes I just get into that like rock mode, and I'm like, I need.
And the grandiose orchestra violins or
oh
whatever,
yeah,
right?
and like Viva La Vida too.
Yeah.
I love it. I love that.
Did you play any Coldplay songs when you were first starting to play violin?
Oh, there is that one song, Yes, from Viva La Vida. It was like.
Which song is that?
It's called Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. But I did on the TV Girl tour, the first one in 2021, play Sparks every night.
Okay.
Like,
nice.
Just like last song.
Yeah.
Just. just play Sparks, and then people would come up to me and just be like, I cried when you played Sparks. I love that song. And then I released a cover like 2 years later. Very late to release the cover after the tour that long.
It doesn't matter. People like to be fed.
I'm like, we're fucking late.
It doesn't matter. People like to be fed.
Yeah,
whenever,
I guess so they do.
Whatever the time frame.
Yeah.
So it's real curious that you have all these influences, right? Strokes, Radiohead, Coldplay, but then, Death Cab, and then you're, a violinist, classically trained or whatever it may be, that you probably got exposed to a lot of the classical artists, along with Lindsey Sterling and others, right?
Yeah.
And then probably the violinist from Yellow Card on top randomly too, right? Are you into Yellow Card?
I'm actually, I don't know. No, I'm not.
They're like the one emo band that has a violinist that people will point to.
Yeah, that's great. I need to do my homework on Yellow Card.
Takes time.
I gotta be listening. I gotta start listening.
Ocean Avenue, come on.
Oh.
You didn't get it? You didn't have that emo phase, huh?
No, I didn't.
Oh, you got to catch up.
What else? What else?
Well, of course, there's MCR, right? My Chemical Romance and Fall Out Boy, but
I never got into any
Simple
of them.
Plan and Paramore, and there were some really good,
I never got into that.
Pop punk emo. You were the indie kid. You just said Radiohead.
I just pick 5 things that I really love, and I only listen to them.
Interesting.
It's hard for me to sit down and listen to it.
So it's like ordering a pizza. You know the 3 kinds of pizza that you like.
I know what I'm comfortable with.
Yeah, and you just stick to it.
I know how it makes me feel, so I'm gonna stick to that.
Yeah.
It's why songs don't leave my playlist in the span of 3 months. I'll have the same songs on my playlist that I will just listen to on repeat.
That's fair. You're a busy person.
Not really. I'm not like that. When I'm on tour, I'm busy. But when I'm home, I'm I got nothing else to do.
So
I don't have an excuse.
So let's talk about the new music on this album. What were you obsessed with that kind of was the seed to say, let's dabble in Carpenters and this, a lot of words are being written about it, this California Fleetwood Mac vibe.
Yeah.
Topanga Canyon.
Yeah. I don't really know, in depth, but I just loved the sound. And my friend Emmett, who I did the record with, we were kind of just into the same sort of thing at the same time. We were like, let's make some music like this. Let's try our hand at it. And then we ended up making 2 songs. It was the 2 at the end. The one I knew was the first one that we made, and then Your Story's End, I think, was the second one, or I don't know, something like that. And then after that, I was like, I want to make an album with this guy because he gets me, and we both want to make the same thing or try our hand at the same thing.
So I guess the background is that you had been bouncing around a little bit. You went from Maryland and you went to New York. You moved to LA and then got an informed view of making another record.
Yeah, I was actually living in New York for the month that we started just even recording together. I went upstate to Kingston when I was living in Brooklyn, and then I decided that I wanted to start a record with him. Then I moved to LA that next month, which is very inconvenient, but also, I don't know, it's kind of good to just have a separate place to lock in for a couple days, make it a thing, and really just commit certain times of the year. I'd be busy, I don't know, playing shows or something, or touring, and then in the middle of touring, I'll just go fly out to Kingston, get a couple of days in, maybe go chill in the city for a little bit, go up, come back down, chill in the city again, fly back home, and then just listen to what we had and like, I don't know, think about like a direction or something, you know, a full layered vision.
What was the turning point once you started making songs, writing lyrics, and through that process, did you see this direction? Because it's pretty cohesive, you know, with the sounds.
I like feel like nothing I make is cohesive, and I'm always trying to make it make sense. Because even now, like I'll look at the record and I'll think of the songs and just be like, this one doesn't quite match the vibe as the rest of them, but as far as like the general flow of it, I was really invested in creating the track list for it so that it would like make sense. I do that with my playlists too on Spotify or something, like where I'll be like, well, this one would hit after this song, and this one's like too slow after this one, so that goes up here. You know, I want it to like be a journey, you know?
Yeah.
Because we're doing the album from top to bottom every night, which is great because I know the set lists without having to write anything down, so that's cool. And it is a cohesive flow,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
Love it. I don't want to change it, you know? They're just going to have to sit through the whole thing. Like, if this is a Lively Premonition tour, like, you know, we're doing the whole record, like, top to bottom.
That's awesome.
There's nothing you can do about
That's
it.
great. That's great. You're telling the story
Yeah.
through the whole thing.
Yeah. That's a great way of putting it. I'm going to use that for my defense.
There you go.
Yeah.
With the Karen Carpenter's vibe, right? This is a lot going on there. And where did you get that light bulb moment, and how did you, you know, kind of channel her energy?
I don't know. I wanted to kind of explore the range that I could sing in as well, and just sort of exercise different tones that would work. And smoking a lot of cigarettes.
Okay, that helps.
It does.
That helps.
I don't know how much, but
We don't
we're
need to
just
let
gonna
everybody
pray.
know this.
And I feel like a majority of these songs are just very comfortable and like natural for me to sing. Even though the melodies are kind of challenging. It's very vocal forward compared to the rest of my songs, that like how I was performing them. Because before I didn't really have the luxury to only focus on vocal parts, because I wanted to play as well. So I was focusing on playing as much as my vocal, and the thing that is the main focus is like pretty much the vocal. So
Right.
I was getting a little frustrated, and I'm actually like, I mean, it's not entirely that, but it's also just because I'm really proud of this new material, and I'm happy that I get to just focus on sounding good.
Yeah, you sound amazing.
Thank
You sound
you.
amazing. Lively Premonition, like I paused earlier. I mean, that's the first thing that stuck out to me, as opposed to a deadly, right? I have to make it obvious because not everyone's connecting the dots here.
Yeah.
And I take it you're being a little bit of a jokester, or is what's the meaning of behind this?
Just kind of like, oh yeah, into the fire, yeah, like chaos. Like,
Okay, okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't.
That's good. I guess it's, less of a bad negative
I
connotation.
kind of like think about everything, and I'm like, how am I gonna explain this one? And I really don't know. I don't know. There would be some sort of poetic.
I have a
thing
lively
for it.
premonition that we are going to be up until 3 tonight.
Yeah, yeah, we are.
We're going to listen to that 3-month-old playlist of yours.
And it's gonna be the same song.
It's going to be the same old songs. Radiohead, Coldplay.
Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be the same Andy Schaaf song
Oh man.
that's been in there for.
And we're going to
6
be
months.
excited about it.
Yeah, and we're gonna play it on repeat all day.
That's right.
All day.
With a box of donuts from Voodoo.
Yeah. Yeah. I love that place.
Congrats on the album.
Thank you so much.
It is so good.
Thank you.
And really great to meet you.
Are you gonna be here for the show?
I am sticking around for the whole entire album. In fact, I think we're going to do a thing with Like a Dog.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That's
yeah,
right.
we are. Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to that.
Cool. Yeah.
So thanks for being here.
Thank you.
I really appreciate it.
I'm excited.
Yes.
I love this place.
I love your music. I love you being here in San Francisco. And look forward to the show.
Thank you. Oh, yay.
Jordana, right here on B-Sides.